Hello, beautiful people. I greet you wherever you're hearing the sound of my voice from at this time. I'm so glad to be your midst as usual. Okay, very, very quickly, we are reacting to stories, that has been making the rounds in the social media between Sophia Momodu and Laplubelle. I hope I'm pronouncing that name well. Both of them are Davido's baby mamas, and they've been in the news lately. And I didn't want to react to this initially, but for the sake of educating, excuse me, for the sake of educating everyone and even trying to unravel the intrigues behind the whole altercation between both of them, I have decided to make this reaction, so that you know what is in there. So in the glittering world of Afrobeat royalty, where hits are made and history is written, there's another saga unraveling right now, one not found in the lyrics, but in the heated comments and cryptic posts of Instagram. Once again, the spotlight shifts from the stage to the private lives of our most followed stars. And this time, it's an online war, of words, between two of Davido's baby mamas. Like I said, that is Sophia Momodu and Laplubelle. I hope I'm pronouncing her name very well, So the issue now is what happened and why now? And who is really steering the part in this endless cycle of Gbos, okay? Stay with us as we dig into the genesis of this latest clash and the unseen triggers. And the legal question is Sophia Momodu always under fire, or is she the one fanning the flames, At the end of this story, you get to know all this. So let's take it from the top. Yes. So Imade turned 9, and just like every other year, her birthday was marked in grand style by her mother. She has always done this. Okay. Instagram was flooded with glammed up photos, throwbacks, and tributes. Just days later, another of Davido's daughter, Liam, also had that celebration. Enter Laplubelle, Davido's French baby mama, gracefully celebrating her daughter with another set of stunning uploads. Of course, women, they like to upload and upload. Oh. So, but then something shifted. Okay, beyond this uploading here and there, something shifted. Followers began noticing passive aggressive captions, subtle digs, and shades upon shade flying between both women. So a few cryptic posts later, then the comment section exploded. The fans of our stars they can really cause wahala where there's none. Okay, so the comment section exploded as usual. Some fans took sides. That is expected. Others cried for peace. And soon a full-blown online scuffle was underway. Coded, yes, but loud enough to trend. Of course. They have been, these stars are very good at throwing innuendos here and there. And that was exactly what happened. But how did we get here? I want to ask, how did we get here? What exactly ignited this fire? To understand this, we must rewind the clock to Sophia Momodu's long-standing online tension with Chioma Rowland, Davido's now wife, and mother of his late son, Ifeanyi, and now mother of a set of twins, that is Davido's beautiful Chioma. That chapter was a bitter cocktail of jealousy, accusations, side support drama, and heavy insinuations of manipulation and power play. That was what all that Gbas at that time was all about. Sophia did not mince words back then. She went public, even insinuating control, oppression, and being bullied for years. Shoma, on her part, kept things largely silent, letting silence do the talking until the wedding bells rang and until she officially became Mrs. Adeleke, as we all know her to be today. One thing I want to give to Shoma is that she doesn't talk. She's not this type that will come to the public forum and begin to, talk anyhow. She's got control over that. I just hope every woman out there will learn that kind of discipline. She doesn't talk. It doesn't mean she doesn't feel offended, but she has mastered the art of just keeping silence. And I think that is a beautiful thing about Shoma that most women should learn from. So this chapter may have faded, I'm talking about the chapter between Chioma and Sophia Momodu, but the tension clearly never completely dissolved. Okay, fast forward to now. Laplubelle, who was mostly kept low profile, suddenly finds herself in a crossfire. Was she merely celebrating her daughter's big day, or was she subtly reaching to, reacting to something Sophia had posted earlier? Okay, some fans allege that Sophia threw a pinch punch, indirectly mocking Lapubulle's daughter's birthday. That is the timing, and calling for originality in captions. Others insisted that Lapubule clapped back first, tired of the long-standing subtle superiority Sophia allegedly throws around. Whatever the other, what is clear is this: the tension is real, and it is very, very ugly, and even becoming more and more ugly as I do this video. Now, the millionaire question: who is really the aggressor here, if I may ask? On one hand, Sophia has long claimed the crown of being misunderstood, misquoted, and mistreated. She has repeatedly stated that she's only focused on her daughter and her business. And I think we need to give it to her. She has been very focused on her business and her daughter, and she does this to functions, to the admiration of everyone. I have to give it to her. And truth be told, she has built an impressive brand, from fashion to advocacy. She is just thriving, okay? But critics argue that Sophia knows how to stir drama just when the public begins to move on. Really? Well, so they point to her well-timed posts, caption jabs, and refusal to let some issues die down. Others, however, believe she is constantly provoked, directly or indirectly, and simply chooses, to respond. Sometimes when these jabs are thrown here and there, it's difficult for some of these ladies not to respond. And I think maybe that is what happens to uh, um, Sophia Momodu at times. And then there's Davido, a man caught in the middle of too many wars, trying to juggle a global music career with personal responsibilities and relentless public scrutiny. Okay? So, through it all, Davido has remained largely composed, focused, and supportive of all his children, regardless of their mothers. Yet, it's clear that these recurring battles, among his baby mamas, cast a shadow on his efforts. Honestly, we need to give it to Davido. He has been there for the kids. He's always been there for them. I've seen it on multiple occasions. Having a swell time with Imade, in as much as with the children of other baby mamas, So he has a way of balancing this whole thing. I'm not saying Davido is a perfect gentleman. None is perfect. Even you're sincerely making this video. Now, I have all my flaws, overflowing everywhere. So, but give it to Davido. He has been able to do well in that regard. And I can tell you that a lot of people will attest to this. Okay. But it's also worth noting that Lapubule, has largely engaged in public basketballs. She rarely does. In fact, I'm even surprised that she's mentioned in this recent basketball because honestly, she hardly involved herself in all that. So, what must have triggered this one right now? We really don't know. We can't really point to the exact trigger. But I believe that, like they said, no smoke without fire. Okay. So maybe, just maybe, she's reached a tipping point. Who knows? If what insiders say is true, this latest exchange may not even be about birthdays. Honestly, it's possible it's not even the birthdays that just happened. It may be about insecurity, territory, silent competition, and the emotional weight of co-parenting in the public eye. Who knows? So, but let's not forget, these women are raising children who will grow up and read every single tweet, post, and clap back. Every job now is a bookmark for tomorrow's memories for these children. And I think this is what is very instructive in this whole issues. And I think both baby mamas and all baby mamas out there must remember that the internet does not lie. All these things will be there. They are going to grow up to meet every one of them tomorrow. So they might want to be more circumspect, when they engage in this basketballs, this innuendos, this clapback, and everything you want to call it. So here we are again, watching another episode in this never-ending drama. But why the basketballs may thrill spectators and feed the blogs, because this is what happens. All the blogs, is like giving them, plenty food to eat, when these innuendos and basketballs happen. But the real cause lies in the emotional well-being of the children caught in between. Because, like I said, they are going to grow up and they are going to see every of this shade, tomorrow. So it's time for maturity, if you ask me. I'm calling for maturity among these baby mamas. I'm calling for understanding, and I'm also calling for peace, at least for once. Sophia Laplubelle, our dear Chioma, they are all mothers first. Every one of them is first of all a mother. Influencers, they are, yes, we agree, but first of all, they are mothers. They are public figures, no doubt, as well. But the most powerful flex right now, but the most powerful flex right now, if you ask me, I mean, should be silence in the midst of some of these things. I mean, what should come as top priorities should be their dignity and even their growth, and not these gospels here and there. So let the girls shine on their bodies without drama. Yes, this can be done. And let tomorrow not suffer because today refused to heal. Yes. So until next time, I don't want to make this video too long. So until next time, I want to say stay sharp, stay kind, and remember, not all battles need an audience. Yes, I believe those concerned, uh, will take some a counsel from this video. And those of you who have watched up to this time, what do you think about this? Okay, please go to the comment section and leave your comment. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to meet you. Thank you for all you do for this channel. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye bye.